Peace, y'all. Godson, back again. More beautiful, more handsome, more charming, more feminine energy, more loving, more joyful, more enlightened, more real, more natural, and just more abundant than ever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here right now, coming back. You know, I had to do a little solar workout. Get my solar workout on. I'm going to tell y'all this. Listen, stop hitting the gym like that. Excuse self. Stop hitting the gym. And I'm going to give you a couple reasons why. Maybe if you go once a week, that's cool. But stop hitting the gym. Number one, the energy of that gym that you're in is a low vibrational energy. It's boxing your energy inside of it and holding your energy within the gym. That's why you feel like you have to keep going back into the gym to get your workout on. When if you look at your ancestors, they had the most properest physiques, and all they was doing was working outside. Just by being outside, grounded, I'm telling you, take your shoes off and go work out. Do calisthenics, meaning work with your own body weight and build your own strength, because that's all it's about. Like I said before, when you're looking at the temple walls, you're not seeing 280-pound bodybuilders, because we realized that this was just a physical vessel. That's all it is a physical vessel. You don't want to be in the gym as well because of the air. They blowing out air conditioning. Air conditioning. What is an air conditioner? You heard of antifreeze? Do you know what an air conditioner is to make it cold? That's not air you should be taking in. So you're not getting oxygenated correctly. Go check my video talking about light, water, and air. And realize that air is spirit. You want to be working out. Listen to me. Listen to me, because I'm not always going to be here. I'm always going to be here, but I'm not always going to be here. You know what I'm saying? You want to be working out in highly oxygenated environments, highly ionized environments, near water, near mountains, near greens and plants. That's where you want to work out at. Because in those areas, there's a high concentration of what's called negative ions. You got positive ions and negative ions. Negative ions are what you want. That's electrical current, electrical energy. You see UVB? Remember we talking about the sun? We always talking about the sun. UVB is a high concentration of photons. Photons are negative ions. Basically, pure electricity, pure electrons generating and hitting this skin and amplifying your cells. Now, when you're breathing in the prana, the good air, you got your heart rate flowing. You got your energy up. You're raising your kundalini. You're raising your Uraeus. You're raising your serpent energy by just being outside. Naturally, your body is going to build into the way that it's supposed to be structured. You ain't supposed to be walking around here looking like can't even move. You know what I'm saying? You with your girl and your ass is so damn big you can't even get it in. You know what I'm saying? You want to be limber. You want to be able to move. You want to be able to flow. You know what I'm saying? You want to have that flow. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. Stay out of that gym. Stay out of that gym. On top of that, where's the light? You're under fluorescent light bulbs. Check this out. Over here, look. You probably can't see too well. Those lights right there, those are both UV lights. When the sun goes down, listen, you want to try to start going to sleep when the sun sets and set your circadian rhythm. You hear those birds? Excuse self. You hear my ancestors? You hear them? They leave when the sun starts to set. See, everything around you is in tune with the natural way. The Tao. Check out the Tao Te Ching. A lot of people talking about Tao, but it's truly pronounced Tao. You pronounce the T as a D. Check out the Tao. That stands for the way. And it's going to help put you into tune with that natural ebb and flow of nature. So, if you start to match the circadian rhythm, meaning you start to go to sleep when the sun sets, you stop eating when the sun sets, you're going to start finding yourself more in rhythm and things are going to flow more naturally. So back on point, dealing with why you don't want to go in the gym. When we talking about the light, you're under fluorescent light. Fluorescent light, listen, I'm going to give y'all some science. I always show and prove what I'm talking about. I always drop the science. I'll reference a few books here and there. And then I'll just come off the dome because it's all stored here. I told you I'm a mastermind. The genius who barely passed. A genius who barely passed. I'm genius, I barely passed. You couldn't indoctrinate me with your half-ass math. Euclidean geometry, 90-degree angles. I came into third period dressed with copper bangles. So, like I said, I just let everything flow naturally. You ain't gonna catch me sitting here talking to you in a suit and tie. You know what I mean? Real motherfucking square like. I'm just gonna speak. I'm gonna speak truth. That's all I'm gonna give you is truth. I'm only gonna be real with you. I'm only gonna show you love. I'm only gonna speak to you like I would speak to myself because you are me. We are one. So, the light that you're under, anytime you're in an office building, anytime you're in the matrix, anytime you're in a gym, you're under fluorescent lights. Fluorescent lights are proton donors. What a proton donor means is, remember, this vessel right here. I'm just going to put, and that's the thing. That's the mark of a true teacher. If a teacher is look, when you go into school and you're learning all these things and they make things sound so complicated, that's because they don't know what the fuck they talking about. And if you know what you're talking about, everything should be expressed in a way that is so simple that a child can understand. All this should be simplistically explained. So when I'm talking about a proton donor, your body is just pure electricity, pure energy waves. Your melanated body is pure energy. Proton donors are lights that suck energy. Protons, electrons. The protons are the positively charged and they're going to suck your energy. The sun is an electron donor. UVB lights. Get the UVB lights in your house. Find them on Amazon, find them on eBay, whatever. Put the UVB. You can do some little bit of different color lights, but just start with the UVB lights. There are not UV lights inside of a gym. It's lights that are sucking your energy. The air is basically poisonous air. And you're around a bunch of motherfuckers that are low vibrational. They ask me, Godson, why you spend so much time alone? Godson, why you make your videos 5,000 feet up? Godson, you know what I'm saying? Why you be staying away from these mortal women? It's a method to the madness, baby. I told you, I'm dealing with chaos energy, but I ain't no dummy. I already said it. It's already written. It's already written. It's already written. I said, if it's cool to be a fool, I guess I'm going to finish last. I might deal with the chaos energy, but I'm not stupid. I spend a whole lot of time alone for this reason. Let's say I go to the beach, right? And all of the energy is in a specific space where individuals at a low vibrational frequency are hanging out over there. They're all on a beta wave frequency. Stop looking at people like they actual people. Start looking at energy signatures. I'm trying to get y'all. I'm elevating you. I'm taking you to this higher level, this higher dimension. You know what I'm saying? So you can really see. Really see. So it's nothing but energetic frequencies and signatures. So when you go, say you just go with your, you know what I'm saying, with your girl or with your homeboy or whoever you with, and you go hit the beach and you go and sit down and lay down in a group where there's a whole bunch of people. You're putting your energetic frequency and your signature with a bunch of beings. Because remember, the heart They just came out at, I believe, Harvard. They came out with a tool that can actually measure the frequency of the heart. Okay? And it extends out to 22 feet. And that's a motherfucker that's smoking, drinking, doing crazy, you know what I'm saying, drugs all the time, and is unconscious. So if you're a conscious being or a subconscious being or a God body, your aura and your energy field is going to extend super, super far. So you want to find spaces where there's not a lot of people at. Spaces where it's just you or a few other beings who are vibrating on your calibration. And when you do this, you'll be in a space where you can build. You can build your energy levels up. So I'm just dropping that science. What's up, King? Hey. So I'm just dropping that science, dealing with why you shouldn't be working out in the gym all the time. Once again, number one, the lighting. You want to be under UV lights as often as possible. Fluorescent lights are proton donors. They will pull and suck and usurp your energy. Number two, the air. Like I said, I posted a video dealing with light, dealing with air, and dealing with water. Number two, the air that you're breathing. That air that you're breathing, you're interchanging. First of all, there are no trees. There's no fresh oxygen. There's no fresh air. On top of that, it's blowing out chemicals from the so-called air conditioner. And people are just breathing out this hot air and allowing for their skin. Remember, the skin is the largest organ of the body. So if you're working out with a bunch of people who are low vibrational, they're sending out and they're emitting out of their pores and out of their skin low vibrational energy. And they're actually breathing from their pores and sending out more and more toxins and poisons. Because when you're working out, you're releasing toxins. You also want to be grounded to the earth when you're working out. And you can't do that in a gym. You got rubber soles on. Realize that rubber keeps electromagnetism from occurring. You got to understand as well, things like contraceptives, a condom, for example. These things do not block, listen, they don't block STDs and they don't truly block pregnancies. What they do block is an electromagnetic connection between you and your partner. That's what rubber does. That's why your soles of your shoes have rubber on the bottom of them, because they keep you from accessing the Earth's magnetic grid. Remember, the Earth is releasing negative ions. When we're talking about negative ions, reverse the negative and positive. So negative ions are what are good for you. When you're grounded to the earth and connected to the earth, those negative ions come up through your vessel. And what they do is they pull out what's called free radicals, or anything that's in your body that doesn't belong in it. Basically, negative energy is coming out of your body. So I wanted to just break that down really quickly. And like I told you, I just finished up a little solar workout. And when I work out, I'm working out to move energy through the body. Everything is about energy. Looking good is a part of it. It's part of the process. Feeling good is even more important. So it's not necessarily about, you know what I mean, if you got a 6-pack or an 8-pack, or, you know what I'm saying, if your muscles is popping out all crazy. It's not about that. It's about how you're able to utilize the energy that's in your body and get it to flow correctly through the meridians. Okay? Look at the veins and the vessels that move through your body and realize that veins are what carry the electron-rich blood through your body. So just like for example, the Nile River, if there are clogged areas in the body where it's clogged, you know what I mean, clogged arteries, so to speak, that cause all these different ailments in the body. What that really is your blood has clotted. Your blood is not flowing as a river's supposed to flow. Imagine just a whole bunch of rocks just damming and blocking up a river. So that's what you're really working out for, to really move energy through the body. That's what you want to do. And so the best way to do that is by being in the sun, by getting fresh pranic air, being grounded to the earth. in drinking high ionized water. Like I always said, put either fulvic acid, like I told y'all, look up the fulvic acid report, about 30 pages. It's going to take you 20 minutes to read. Also, ionize your water with the lemon. Put the lemon in the water. It's going to raise the calibration. It's going to raise the vibration. It's going to raise the pH. You want your pH at 7.35. 7.365. 7 days in a week, 365 in a year. You see how everything is just in alignment. So, with that being said, there's one last thing that I want to deal with when we're dealing with this vessel, with this spaceship. Remember, it's a spaceship because it's going to take you in time and space from point A to point B on this dimension, on this frequency. And so I just really wanted to make that clear. The gym, you know, you keep your gym membership, go once, maybe twice a week, but do the bulk of your exercise outdoors. That I will go down. I'm telling you, going down as a great.
Legendary moves, leader of my crew. Heavy is the head that wear the crown, that shit true. Do it like that muscle, that's to fill some big shoes. And what good is excuses when the fucking wrist do? Smoking all that shit though. Run away from my pain, rosemary on my temples. Heart that's good for migraines. Solo in my benzo. Exit off the highway. Solitary thoughts
like how to reinvest my side change. Down as a great, every night I get. So I always throw a little inspiration in there. Your goal should be go down as a great. Go down as a great. Be the best at whatever it is that you're going to do. Be the best at whatever you're going to do.
So many niggas doing time. Who are you and I? To play with it is a blessing, so reach for the sky. Pick up shady off the block and we'll smoke and drive. Politicking on the block to make it multiply. Keep some bitches on the team from the other side. Keep at least a pound of green, motherfucking right. 30 hours in the spot.
Going overtime.
We pull up to the Fox
and get all the dimes.
You know this life, it got a cold design. How you go from eating lobster tails and ocean prawn? The chain to a smoker and thrown on the line. When them gates close.
Keep an open mind.
It ain't no force in this world.
Like a focused drive. You gotta focus on yourself like an only child.
You make your dream realer.
Then you make your team realer.
You wake your game up.
And you get your scheme better. This time, I'ma be like my last time. This time, I'ma do it like the last time. I'ma get on my, make the name in the stars mine. But I'd never pray to God, my nigga. I just pray to my higher self. Yeah. Legendary. Be legendary, yeah. Who wanna be legendary? See, I want to motivate you and encourage you. When you leave this vessel, remember you're immortal. When I say immortal, that don't mean that you got to stay down here and live in this body for the rest of eternity. That means that your soul and your spirit is immortal. It can never die. You're melanin. You made of stardust. You don't have your origin on this earth. You're interstellar. You're interdimensional. I'm going to put a video together. I'm going to break down how you are the alien that they talk about. You are it. They talk about alien or extraterrestrial. That means not of this origin, not of this earth. That O negative blood type is not of this earth. You have genes inside of you that they call alien DNA that are not of this earth. Your melanin. Your cells of your body. This is what I'm trying to really break down. There's prokaryotic cells and there's eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells, listen to this. Melanated body cells are over 3.1 billion years old. The cells in your body are the same cells as your ancestors. Then eukaryotic cells are the cells that are earthbound. Let's just put it like that. You got prokaryotic cells in your body. You're made of stardust. Check this. You have every single element that is in the earth in your body. Everything, the gold, the platinum, the copper, it's already inside of you. That's why you don't even need no crystals. You are the crystal. You are the crystal energy. The only reason you would need the crystal, the only reason you'll need these crystals, you know, is if you haven't really tapped in to the fact that the crystal lives inside of you. So back on point real quick. I'm going to finish this up. I wanted to lastly talk about what they call lactic acid buildup. That's why I pulled this out right here. This is a little roller. So the way you're going to use this, check this out. You can use it all over your body. You can use this all over your body. On your arms. But it's especially good. I don't know how well y'all can see. You're going to use it like this and move what they call lactic acid buildup out of the body. And what you want to do is bring it down. You see that? You want to take it down, and let it go right out your feet. And you're going to do that all over your body. And once again, like I said, I show and prove. I take things from a level of, they just going to tell you it's called lactic acid. It's basically just buildups of stored energy that is not moving. Remember, you're a river. You always want to be flowing. So lactic acid is basically when you live a sedentary lifestyle, meaning you like to sit a lot. And think about our ancestors. We was always moving. We were always walking around. We were always doing something. We were always working. We was always on the move. We weren't just sitting around on a computer all day at our desk. So by having a sedentary lifestyle and just sitting, what that does is it creates buildups of energetic blockages in the body, which they call lactic acid. And so to move this lactic acid, or to move these energetic blockages through the body and get your, when they talk about blood flow, that's really just energy flow. It's electrical flow, electricity flow. So you want to get this and start moving that buildup throughout the body, empowering yourself up. Start powering yourself up and remove that lactic acid buildup. You can also go ahead and grab a, they call a roller, and roll your body out. And that's going to really help move a lot of the stuff, a lot of the dead energy through the body, so that your vessel can be very electric. Okay? So those are the main points I just wanted to break down real quick. You know, breaking the whole gym paradigm, you know, getting out of that, letting your energy be free. Remember, you don't want to be in places that are boxed in too much. You know what I mean? I make these videos here in the box. But you see what I'm saying? The mind of God is outstanding. Shout out Ramzel. The mind of God is outstanding, for it stands outside of the box. I could be in this box all day and my mind will never be confined. But when you're working out, what that is you building and you amplifying. You're amplifying your energy. You don't want to be in a box. You don't want to be boxed into some small confined space. You want to be out in nature, in the vastness. Last thing I'm going to tell you about this. When you're working out, be very cognizant of the food that you're taking in. And when I'm speaking about food, you remember I had said that food is not simply what you take in through your mouth. That's only one form of the food. Remember, food is what you take in through your eye gate. Food is what you take in through your ears. Your ears. What you're allowing into the subconscious mind. So the best time, the best possible time to program. Because remember, we're dealing with reprogramming our minds. Reprogramming our subconscious mind. Bridging the left and right hemispheres of the brain. And you know what I mean? Controlling our reality. Being our own program handlers. Because it's mind control or self-control. So when you're working out, you're at a high vibration, you're at a high frequency, and you're releasing what are known as endorphins. So when you running, right, they always talk about a runner's high. You see, a lot of times they'll give you hints and clues as to what these things are, but they're not really breaking it down the way God's Son's going to break it down for you. When you release endorphins from your body, you're also releasing serotonin when you work out. And these are just code words and everything for you're releasing that feel good. That's why they talk about a runner's high. You working out, you're lifting weights, you're doing whatever it is that you like to do. You might be swimming, you might be, you know what I mean, outside playing ball, doing whatever it is that you do, and you get this high. It's a high that can't even be compared to no weed or no kind of illicit drugs. See, herb, once again, let me rephrase that. The cannabis is not an illicit drug. It's about how you're using it, you know, and for what benefit you're gaining from it. But I'm talking about other type of drugs, that ecstasy, that Molly, all that high that you get when you're sweating and you just feeling good and feeling beautiful. That's the high of endorphins, serotonin, and feel good chemicals being released. So when you're releasing those chemicals in your brain, that's when you want to program your mind. That's the most imperative time. Here's what you do. Like I said, I'm just giving you game right now. Here's what you do. And I'm just going to put you on a little bit of my secret. Just because I love you. Because I love you so much. Get the voice recorder on your phone. Take the voice recorder and record your affirmations.
So much abundance to my sphere of reality. I am greatness. I am greatness. I am greatness.
I ain't going to give you too much. I ain't going to give you too much of what I'm talking. But you hear it. Speak it as if it is, not as if it were. Whatever you are. You heard that. I am abundance. I am attracting so much abundance in my life. I am attracting beautiful beings and positive spirits in my life. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm attracting. And so when I'm working out and I got that plan, it's being programmed directly into my mind and I'm feeling good. So it attaches a feel good energy along with those affirmations, because remember, the affirmations only work if you feeling it. You have to feel what it's going to feel like to be where you want to be at. You have to feel it. So it's like killing two birds with one stone. On top of that, what you want to also do is add the brainwave frequencies with it. You can use the binaural beats. You can use specific frequencies. Now, I'm going to break this down real quick. For example, if you want to be on a concentration mode, I don't like to use beta too much. I don't like to be on those lower wave frequencies, but they can be beneficial when you're doing things that are a little more earth-centered or more grounded. You know what I mean? It's about bringing heaven to earth. Once again, when we bring in heaven to earth, we're taking the spookism out of it. Bringing heaven to earth simply means this. It means taking your mind, the thoughts that you see, that you think, and bringing them to earth, meaning manifesting your desires off of the grid of your own consciousness. That's bringing heaven to earth. So in the process of bringing heaven to earth, there's two levels to it. You got to get to heaven, meaning you want to get on that theta frequency, or you want to get on that delta frequency, meaning you want to be on a high frequency. And then you want to densify yourself. So that's why I play with the food like this. Remember, I'm dealing with chaos energy. But I'm no dummy. Like I said, if it's cool to be a fool, I guess I'm going to finish last. So the way that you do it is like this. When you're manifesting, when you're in the process of manifesting your desire, you do not want to be heavily densified. You don't want a bunch of dead animal flesh all up in your vessel. And like I said, it's mind over matter. If you got it like that, I'm dealing with getting people up off of the 3rd D. Up off of the 4th, up off of the 5th, putting you in the infinite D, putting you in God's Son, getting you off of any dimension, period. You know what I mean? And if you on the level where you drink a damn orange soda and you drink, like Bobby said, I'm a master. If I want to, I'm going to have an orange soda. I'm going to make that motherfucker just have me flying through the sky. Like I said, I elongated my telomeres. Now I'm flying like I got propellers. But just for the simplistic sake of realizing that the food carries energy to it. You know what I mean? You can look at Kirlian photography. Just to break that whole thing down. For people that want to say like, oh, you know, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Yes and no. Yes and no. It's a select few that can truly alchemize. That can truly alchemize. That can turn the lead to gold. And if you don't know what I'm talking about right now, then just stick to what I'm telling you to do for the time being. And like I said, I like to show and prove and just show you that the food that you're putting has a certain energetic profile and a signature to it. So when you eating live and electrically, and then you manifest and you're thinking about what you want, that means that you're in heaven. You're on a high level. You go to sleep with it playing. Run that back. After you do that, it's done. It's already been done. Now you forget it. You leave it in the past and you densify yourself. So by me densifying myself, I'll mess around. I'll have some quinoa. I'll have some lentils. You know what I mean? I'll have an avocado on there. Throw that dose, that iodine off in there, and eat like that. And then that will have me in density, so I can reap as I've sown. You know what I'm saying? We reap as we sow. So this is what I want to show you real quick. Look. This is called Kirlian photography. Look it up. Kirlian photography. The picture on the top is a cooked tomato versus a raw tomato. Then you got raw broccoli versus cooked broccoli. In the bottom picture, that's raw cacao. Remember I told you cacao is the food of the gods. It's kind of hard to probably see on the phone right here, but it's the food of the gods. Raw cacao. It's super electric, super amplifying. And so like, I don't know how well you can see it, but look it up. Kirlian photography. Kirlian photography. The bottom picture is of raw meat, and the other one is of cooked meat. It's hard to, like I said, I don't know how well you can see it on here, but you're gonna have to do your own little study as well. You know, I'm just giving you the raw materials, but the raw meat got a much stronger electrical charge. That's why, like I already said, stop eating that shit, please. And you know, when an animal, a lion for example, eats that meat, look, check this out. You want to know the first thing they're going for? The stomach. And what do they eat? What does a lion eat? They eat herbivores. They eat a gazelle. And you know where they go? They go straight for the stomach. Because the stomach is holding all of the greens that gazelle had just ate. On top of that, they're not cooking they shit. And even furthermore, after about 1 hour, after that shit's been dead for 1 hour, they leave it alone. Then you know what comes and takes it? Boom. It's a cycle. Then comes in the little coyote, the little scavenger. Gonna come in and I'm gonna eat it. Even then, let about 5-6 hours go by. They leaving that shit alone. Then what comes in? The flies, the maggots, and the vultures. And they gonna tear it up. How long has your meat been sitting on them shelves? And then you cooking it and taking all the life force energy out of it. On top of that, you don't even got the digestive enzyme to digest it, so it's sitting and actually rotting in your stomach. Remember, this is a live and electric body. You want to put live and electric things inside of it. It only makes sense. But I'm not gonna sit here and go into all that. And like I said, if you already on that level to where you think that you can alchemize, hey, do your thing. But I'm trying to help those individuals that are getting there, you know, because it's all a process. It's all levels to this. Levels to this. So anyways, you know what I'm saying? Move the lactic acid out of your body. Massage. You have specific meridian points as well for the men, women as well. You want to build your testosterone. You want to build your estrogen. I'm going to give you one pressure point. I'm just going to give you one little science right here. It's a spot right here. You're going to feel it. Play around in this area and you're going to feel a pressure point. You're going to feel a pressure point right here. And what you want to do is you want to circular motions right there. Back and forth. And do the same thing on both sides. And watch, you're going to wake up on hard. That's a little secret for y'all, a little secret tip. You know what I mean? But anyways, you know, it's GODZSUN. Just vibrating on a high level, sending y'all so much love, sending you so much wisdom, sending you so much encouragement, so much abundance. And you know, I hope and I know that this will be helpful to you. Like I said, I'm kicking on everything. I'm going to break down sciences dealing with the body. I'm going to break down sciences dealing with the mind. I'm going to break down sciences dealing with spirituality, esoteric sciences. I'm going to go all the way in on everything. The natural sciences. And so, know thyself. Be great. Much love. Peace.